going into this new company, because then you're taking a part of your contribution that should be going to your marriage. You're taking that out of the marriage and you're putting that somewhere else, which means the value of your marriage is going down. If one person's putting 100% and you're putting in 80%, 100% times 80% is 80%. You're not getting 100% out of that marriage. And so it's going to fail, in my opinion. That's how I see it.
Nothing.
Like my husband always tells me, I can't have no side chicks because you take too much of me. I'm very demanding. I require a lot. I mean, as far as your money, your time, your love, your affection. If we both have car accidents at the same time, you can only help one. So you can't just say it's just about sex, because if you're really giving of yourself to a person completely, like you should be in a marriage, then even the sex part, there should be nothing left to go somewhere else.
Nothing.
Yeah.
There's always some underlying issue for persons who engage in that type of lifestyle, in my opinion. I really don't think it's normal. I think there is some underlying dysfunction. Maybe they were abused as children, molested as children. There are various scenarios, various reasons. It could be that they're commitment phobes. They can't commit to any one person. Like I literally know, like I would say 2 persons right now who are in a similar situation. They're not married, but they're with somebody in a committed relationship, and they still play the field because they just can't commit to any one person. So a person like that, it's very easy for them to have casual sex, and I think something is straight up wrong with them. Something is literally wrong with you, because you don't know what love is. I don't even think you love yourself if you engage in something like that, because when you, like Crystal said, when you really love somebody, you voluntarily want to give up your all to them.
Yep.
Right? You want to serve them. You want to cater to them. You want to just give up yourself. When you are in that type of situation, you have no time to see anybody else. I can speak from a personal standpoint. Like when I was in a committed relationship, I would see guys that typically would be considered hot, and I'd be like, yeah, okay, it's fine. Like I literally don't feel anything because I'm so caught up with my guy. I'm so consumed with my guy.
So I guess you have to really be like, for women, you have to love and respect that man to not really see any other man.
Yeah, you gotta be all in. Once you're all in, it's like your lust radar turns off.
But I don't think just for women. I think for men too.
Yeah.
That's
because I never thought
that one.
Nah, hey, listen here. I never thought for a while, man. I thought something was damn wrong with me. I never thought that my lust radar would turn off. Shit, it turned off.
Yeah.
Like I always think about it. I mean, I think about it, but she know when I'm thinking about it because I call up and worry to death. I'm like, "What you doing? You at work? What you doing?"
But I think
you by yourself for about
you can
5 good minutes.
You can you can look and appreciate that somebody looks good, somebody is attractive. That's fine. You don't have to act on it. And I think the differences come when you're saying that you will not control yourself enough to stay committed to the relationship that you're in. That means that you're not in a relationship. Those two people have just agreed that they're going to come sleep in the same bed at night. That doesn't mean that they're in a really committed relationship. Yeah, you're out doing whatever you're doing. That means that you're not available to me, so you're not mine.
Exactly.
It's not an open relationship because there's no relationship. You're just
they basically
eating dinner together.
They basically roommates who agree to have threesomes every now and then.
Yeah. Hold on a sec. Hold on. Chris and Travis, the Silent Bobs. What's going on? Talk to me. Right?
I think
you guys are like statues sitting on the side over there.
I think referring to your clip here, it started out. I was like, this guy's like painfully honest, and I'm down with that. Honesty, that's cool. Yeah. Yep. But then the second half of the clip, I was like, oh, this took an interesting turn. I wasn't expecting this turn. They need to make a movie about those people.
They need to make a movie about it.
But I think it's just odd. Along with the rest of the panel, it's odd. It's uncomfortable. I don't think it's right for a bunch of different reasons. But I think we're onto something. And knowing that it's morally incorrect and possibly some mental disease happening there.
Really,
exactly.
you think it would have to involve mental disease?
There's a reason that you want this.
There's a dysfunction.
There's a motivating operator that we are not aware of that is eliciting this behavior. Behavior is something that can be observed and measured. And there is a reason for this behavior because it is not natural given the ego of a man, which wars have been started. People have been killed over this ego. Women have been beat up because of an ego. And you mean to tell me with this Negro, his ego is something that's so strong that it overpowers the damn ego?
But he don't care about her in the way that you're putting the way that you feel about your girl onto him. He don't feel that way about her. That's why it bother him.
No, the thing is, like, men are possessive.
This woman?
Men are possessive about their women, though.
Why
men
would you marry this woman?
But that's what I'm saying. The reason that you would marry is clearly not the same reason for him. Maybe he married her because she was willing to let him continue to do that, and he needed somebody to keep his house clean. People get married for all sorts of reasons. It's not necessarily because he loved her and he said, this is someone I can't live without. This is a woman that's giving him what he wants, whatever that is. And he's saying that he can continue to do what he's doing and he don't care what he does.
Because she's the only woman that's going to allow him to have this open relationship with her.
Exactly.
All right, hold on. Let's get Chris comments in on this, and then we're going to move on to the next question because time flew really quickly. I didn't realize how much time flew. Okay, Chris, chime in, and then we're going to pull up someone to the panel for them to chime in, and then we're going to move on to the next question. Go for it.
Yes, I agree that men are very possessive. He doesn't make any sense to me. I think he's in the mentality where he's thinking, well, at least I have her. At least she's mine. So she comes home to me at the end of the day. So she can. I'd much rather us be open, but us be married. Oh, I hear an echo. Is that me?
No, you're okay. You're good.
Okay. I'd much rather us be open and be married than her be with somebody else and me not have her at all. And so, I think it has to be some type of insecurity or something. When it comes to marriage, I agree with John. The way that I see marriage is like from a semi-business perspective. Like two companies, the entire company, 100% of each company comes together. And when they come together, they create 100% of a new company, And in order to do that, you have to divest certain things. And one of those things is your extracurricular activities. Exactly. You can't continue doing the things that you were doing before going into this new company because then you're taking a part of your contribution that should be going to your marriage. You're taking that out of the marriage and you're putting that somewhere else, which means the value of your marriage is going down. If one person's putting 100% and you're putting in 80%, 100% times 80% is 80%. You're not getting 100% out of that marriage. And so it's going to fail, in my opinion. That's how I see it.
All right. M3, what's going on, man? How you doing? You're muted.
Can you guys hear me?
I hear you now.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
What's going on, man?
I just want to say good afternoon to everyone in the panel. And hey, how you guys doing? I just want to say, like, with the polygamy topic, so I have a cousin, who's married as well too, and him and his wife, they're trying to practice on that, and it's a thing. I know some people will most likely judge and say, well, why should this couple have more? Well, as far as my cousin is a guy, why should he have like more than one wife? Some would judge like as if it's like a sickness or so, but for some people, to each their own, they look at it like it's a healthy relationship. I think overall, if both partners are on the same accord and they agree to it, because sometimes it might not even be the husband. It's probably just like the wife, because you have to understand that some people can be bisexual. And I know that, for some, they probably prefer like to have the husband you know, but also sleep with another woman on, like, you know, on the side. But what I was gonna say, I was trying to get to a point with the polygamy stuff, but I mean, overall, I mean, that's just my personal like opinion to it. You know, with the polygamy, I don't think it's like it's a sickness. As a matter of fact, I just think like people get caught up too much like in the Western society of things. I mean, I'm not trying to be religious, but I mean, heck, in the Bible, like it wasn't wrong, like with like guys like King Solomon or David to have like multiple wives.
So that's not so much the what,
this is not multiple wives. This is partners.
This
is
a
whole different thing.
This is him running around doing his own thing. This is her running around doing her own thing with other guys.
Like your cousin is not talking about
this is an open marriage, not a polygamy.
Your cousin is talking about marrying somebody else. That's different. That's totally different. That's 100% different. Because like if I had 4 wives, those are 4 wives. I could sleep with any one of them 4. That's understandable, right?
Right.
But for me to go out to the thing and go with Tracy, Tina, Cherie, all these other girls, and I got these 4 over here. No, that's open. Like that's open. So like that's way different. They ain't talking about making no commitments. She sleep with who she want to sleep with, and the man sleep with who. And then the act of polygamy, if you want to practice true original polygamy, that's only for the man. It's not for the woman. It's for the man.
I do agree.
Multiple wives, not multiple husbands. So that's what they was doing. That's what they was talking about. And I was like, man, that's a little sick. That's a little sick. But polygamy, I mean, we're not that. I know my old lady is watching. We are not into that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And